Welcome to another deep dive. Today, our focus is AI agents.
Ooh, sounds exciting.
It is. It's a topic that even those deep in tech are still trying to, wrap their heads around.
It's true. This technology is evolving so rapidly.
It is.
It's no wonder people are scrambling to try to understand it all.
Yeah, and that's precisely why we're here. We're going to break down the fundamentals of AI agents using insights from Alfie Marshall, the CEO of Toolflow AI, and the AI Uncovered YouTube channel.
That is awesome.
So think of this as your crash course on, what AI agents are, how they work, and why they might just change your world.
Okay, so a great place to start is with a simple definition. Alfie Marsh describes an AI agent as, a piece of software that is designed to carry out tasks autonomously.
That sounds familiar, like any other software that we use on a daily basis. Right. But I have a feeling there's more to it than meets the eye.
Exactly. There is more to it. The key difference is how AI agents achieve those tasks. For example, traditional software like Anthropic's Claude AI and OpenAI's ChatGPT need very specific instructions from the user to complete a task, like a step-by-step recipe. But AI agents are given a goal and then the software figures out the best way to get there on its own.
So let me see if I understand what you are saying. Let's say I wanted to schedule a meeting. If I use the more traditional software like ChatGPT, I would need to say Step 1. Open my calendar. Step 2. Find an open slot in my calendar. Step 3. Open Sophie's calendar. Step 4. Find an empty slot in her calendar. Step 5. Compare if my open slot and Sophie's spot is open at the same time. Step 6. Keep repeating until you find slots that are open at the same time. Step 7. Schedule a meeting. And I would need to repeat this instruction to the software every time I needed to schedule a meeting. But if I needed to schedule a meeting and used an AI agent, I could just tell the AI agent book me a meeting with Sophie, and the AI agent could, find a time that works for everyone, send out the invites, even book a conference room. All I had to do was give it the goal of booking a meeting with Sophie. Is this correct?
Yep, that's the idea.
I love that. It's like having a personal assistant, right? Who can anticipate your needs and handle all of those tedious tasks, leaving you free to focus on, the bigger picture.
This all sounds pretty impressive, and it's great that we are going to be seeing more of these in 2025 and the years after that. But the question being asked is, what is the biggest difference between AI agents and, those large language models that everyone's talking about, like ChatGPT or Claude?
That's a question a lot of people have.
Yeah. Here is what we know so far. While LLMs like ChatGPT are incredible at understanding and generating human-like text, they have a limitation. They are stuck with the data that they were trained on, which means that their knowledge is static. Think of it like a brilliant student who aced all of their exams but hasn't picked up a book since graduation.
This reminds me of Alfie Marsh's example of asking an LLM about a UFC fight that happened maybe yesterday or the day before. The LLM wouldn't have a clue about the outcome because its training data wouldn't include that information.
Precisely. AI agents, however, are designed to interact with the real world. They can access the internet in real time, use tools, and pull up-to-date information, all without the user's input. This makes them far more dynamic, adaptable, and superior to LLMs. The craziest thing about them, though, is that they can even learn from their experiences, just like humans do.
Wow, that is crazy. But that's where this gets really interesting. How do these AI agents actually work? I can't imagine it's simple.
It can seem complex, but it's actually quite intuitive when you break it down. Both of our sources highlight 4 key components that make up an AI agent. Think of them as the core ingredients for autonomous action.
Migate no Gokui. I'm super excited now.
What?
Sorry, The anime lover in me couldn't help but throw that in when you mentioned autonomous action. Migate no Gokui means autonomous ultra instinct. It's a reference from Dragon Ball Super. You know, the main character, Goku, achieves this really powerful state where his body can attack and defend with limited input from his thinking mind. It makes him faster, stronger, and more capable. Almost like he became an AI agent, or the deeper question is, did the AI become Goku? Food for thought.
Lol, okay?
Right. Let's hear it. The core ingredients for autonomous action.
Okay. The first ingredient is the ability to plan. AI agents begin with a goal, and then, like a strategic mastermind, they break that goal down into smaller, more manageable steps. They don't just blindly follow instructions you give them. The software considers all the options available and creates the best plan of action.
So they're not just reacting, they're thinking ahead.
Right. They are considering different options and choosing the best course of action. This impressive planning ability is what allows them to be so adaptable and effective in complex real-world scenarios.
So, ingredient 1 is the ability to plan. What's the next core ingredient for creating an AI agent?
The next one is the ability to interact with tools. And this is where AI agents really shine. Unlike LLMs, which are mainly text-based, AI agents can be programmed to automatically use a lot of different tools all at once. For example, they can be programmed to automatically browse the web, access databases, use APIs, make calls to customers. Essentially, they can leverage anything a human could to get things done. The only limitation of this AI ability is the compatibility between the AI agent software and the tool being used.
What? Wow. So they could, for example, book a flight for me by interacting with a travel website or even manage my entire calendar and schedule.
Absolutely. This ability to interact with tools is a game changer. It allows the AI agent to complete tasks in the real world that would be impossible for, traditional AI systems. Even now in 2024, we have AI agents that can make calls, interact, and schedule calendar appointments. The SaaS company, Go High Level, is one of the few companies I know of that offers AI agents as service to its customers.
These AI agents are a lot more advanced than I had imagined. So we've covered the first 2 ingredients, the ability to plan and use tools. What's the third ingredient?
Our approach to work and business is always changing in real time. But AI LLMs and AI agents are making this happen fast. So, the third ingredient is access to memory and external knowledge.
Okay.
Remember how we talked about LLMs being stuck with their initial training data? Yeah. Well, AI agents can be programmed to use techniques like retrieval, augmented generation, or recurrent neural network to access and integrate external knowledge in real time. This is what allows the AI agent to constantly learn and evolve instead of being limited to what it was initially taught in the training data.
Do these program techniques give the AI agent the ability to handle much more complex and nuanced tasks?
Precisely. And because of these techniques, the AI agent can handle much more complex and nuanced tasks. What's even more beautiful about these techniques is that as the AI agent learns and evolves, its responses become far more accurate and relevant to your specific needs.
That's amazing. Okay, take us home. What's the final ingredient to building an AI agent?
The final ingredient is the ability to execute actions. It's great if the AI can plan, use tools, and gather information. But all that work and ability is meaningless if it cannot result in action.
Right. For example, I can spend years learning how to bake a cake, but that knowledge and skill ends up being a waste if I don't use it to take action, like trying to bake the cake.
Yes, that's a really great example, and it's the same for AI agents. For the AI agent to be most effective, It needs to be programmed to autonomously take action using the knowledge and tools that it has access to. That's the value that it brings, and that's how it makes the user's life easier.
I get you. It's not just about thinking and planning. It's about actually making things happen in the real world.
Yes, AI LLMs are like the thinkers and dreamers of the AI world, but the AI agents are like the doers of the AI world. They get shit done. This ability to execute actions is what makes them so incredibly useful. And it's what sets them apart from other forms of AI that are primarily focused on analysis or prediction.
This is already blowing my mind, and we've only just scratched the surface. But I have to ask, what are the different types of AI agents out there? Are they all created equal?
That's a great question. And it turns out there are various types of AI agents. It's a whole family, and each member has their own personality, skills, strengths, and capabilities.
Okay, this sounds good. Let's dive into those. Tell me more about these different types of AI agents.
I would love to. There's this YouTube channel, AI Uncovered. It does a great job of breaking down these different types of AI agents and showing just how versatile these AI agents can be. I suggest visiting their channel as an additional source of information. This is what I know about key agents in this AI agent family.
Okay.
Well, first you have your simple reflex agent. Think of this as, the straightforward nonsense type. It operates on a simple stimulus response model, reacting to immediate input without overthinking things. Like a basic spam filter that only looks at the content of an email to decide if it's junk. The simple reflex agent is all about quick decisions based on the information at hand.
Okay, got it. What about the next type?
The second key player is the model-based reflex agent. This agent is a bit more sophisticated. It uses an internal model of the world to help it navigate situations where it doesn't have all the information. It's using its internal model to fill in the gaps and make informed decisions even with limited data. For example, in my house, I have this Roomba robot vacuum cleaner. This robot vacuum cleaner is a model-based reflex agent. When I first used it, this robot vacuum had to build and maintain a map of my home, which it uses as an internal model of the world. It used built-in sensors to detect walls, furniture, and obstacles. This map of my home is updated as it cleans the environment. Suppose the robot vacuum detects a low battery while cleaning in a new room. Instead of blindly searching for the docking station, it uses its internal model of my home to remember the most efficient route back to the charging dock. This decision is informed by the map it built previously, even though the dock is not directly visible or detectable.
Fascinating.
Yes, it is, but there's more to it.
I'm listening.
If the robot's path is blocked by an object, like a chair, it can predict the presence of a clear path around it based on its map and move accordingly, even if the sensors can't immediately confirm that path. It's this ability to use an internal model that enables the robot vacuum to make smarter and more efficient cleaning decisions, adapting to incomplete or uncertain information.
It sounds like the AI is constantly playing a strategy game like chess. It can't see all of the opponent's pieces, but it uses its model to try and predict their moves and plan its own strategy.
That's precisely it. The model-based reflex agent is able to kind of reason about the world and anticipate future outcomes, which makes it much more adaptable than the simple reflex agent.
Give me an example of what AI reflex agents could look like in a business use case like customer support.
Here's a scenario. Imagine you're chatting with a support bot about a delivery issue, but you forget to mention your order number. Instead of asking you over and over for the missing detail, the bot thinks for itself by using what it already knows about typical customer issues. It checks your account, looks at recent orders, and makes an informed guess about which delivery you're talking about. Then it sends you a message asking you something like, "Are you talking about the order from November 15? It's on the way. Do you want me to track it or connect you to support?" The value here is that the bot doesn't get stuck when it doesn't have all the information. It uses logic and context, like common customer issues, your account history, and order dates to keep the conversation going smoothly. This makes your customer support experience faster and less frustrating.
Mind-blowing. Okay, on to the next AI agent family member.
The third key player is a goal-based agent. As the name suggests, this type agent is laser-focused on achieving specific objectives. It is the strategic planner of the AI world, always thinking several steps ahead. It's like a super organized project manager meticulously plotting out every detail to ensure success. A classic example is AlphaGo, the AI that made history by beating the world champion at the incredibly complex game of Go.
Right, I remember that.
Go is a really complex game, but the AI agent managed to win against the human because its programmed goal was to win.
Yeah.
So what did it do? It used advanced planning techniques to achieve that objective. In doing so, it even outmaneuvered a human grandmaster and won the game.
That was really impressive and highlights the level of strategic thinking that goal-based agents are capable of. Okay, what's the next type of AI agent?
The fourth type is a utility-based agent, and it's all about optimization.
Oh, okay. I need some optimization.
A utility-based agent aims to maximize a specific utility function, which could represent anything from, profit to customer satisfaction to energy efficiency. They're not just focused on achieving a goal, they're trying to do the work in the most efficient or beneficial way possible.
So, this is like the smart thermostat in my house. It that learns my preferences and adjusts the temperature throughout the day to keep me comfortable while minimizing energy use and saving me money.
Exactly, that's a great example.
It sounds like the utility-based agent is all about finding the sweet spot between multiple objectives.
It is, and that's what makes this type of AI agent so valuable in complex real-world scenarios, where there are often trade-offs to consider. Okay, on to the next type. The fifth type of AI agent is the learning agent. The learning agent is the one that gets better over time.
Oh.
It's designed to learn from its experiences, constantly refining its strategies based on feedback and new information. Think of those personalized music recommendations that you get on, streaming services.
Right. I get a lot of those recommendations on YouTube.
Those are powered by learning agents that analyze your listening habits and get better at predicting what you'll enjoy.
So they're like the AI equivalent of practice makes perfect, right? The more they do, the better they get.
Exactly. And that's what makes a learning agent so powerful. It can adapt to changing environments and constantly improve its performance, which is essential in a world that's constantly evolving. For a business use case, let's look at a sales scenario. Imagine this. You're a sales rep, mid-call with a potential client. The stakes feel high. You want to make the best impression. Integrated into your sales platform is an AI assistant called Ask Fred from fireflies.ai. As the conversation flows, you discreetly ask Fred a question like, "What's the best way to handle this hesitation?" Fred, recording the call in real time, analyzes the call transcript. In seconds, it responds with tailored pointers like, address their concerns about pricing first, then shift focus to long-term ROI. This experience is like having a coach whispering the perfect strategy right when you need it. But it doesn't stop there. Fred learns from every call, refining its recommendations, adjusting to your style, and tailoring advice based on what works best. The result? You get smarter, faster, and better at closing deals with every interaction. How's that for a game changer?
That is brilliant. I love how the AI agent becomes a collaborator that enhances your performance. It's different from the other agents in the sense that the other agents do the work for you, but the learning agent gets to know you better and helps you become better. Brilliant.
The sixth type of AI agent is the multi-agent systems. Multi-agent systems, or MAS, involve multiple AI agents working together to achieve a common goal. It's like a team of specialized AI agents, each with their own role to play, collaborating to solve a complex problem. Putting this into context, think of a fleet of self-driving delivery robots coordinating their routes to ensure that packages arrive on time and efficiently.
Just so I understand what you're saying, a multi-agent system could be a combination of a model-based reflex agent, a utility-based agent, and a goal-based agent all working together to achieve a specific outcome.
Precisely, and this type of collaboration is becoming increasingly important as AI agents become more sophisticated and capable of tackling, more complex challenges.
Okay, let's talk about the last agent.
The seventh type of agent is the hierarchical agent. A hierarchical agent is a multi-agent system organized in a hierarchy. This type of agent is generally used in complex systems, like automating a fleet of self-driving cars on the road.
Okay.
The main role of a hierarchical agent is to break complex tasks into smaller, manageable subtasks and uses a hierarchy of decision-making to handle problems efficiently. Let's use a scenario to put this into context. Imagine this. You are in a self-driving car navigating through the busy San Francisco city traffic. Your mission and the goal of the car is to get you to your destination safely and efficiently. But instead of trying to manage everything all at once, the car uses a hierarchical system to break the task into smaller, manageable pieces. At the top of the hierarchy is the big picture goal: reach the destination. This is the car's ultimate priority, managed by a goal-based system that keeps everything focused on getting you where you need to go. Beneath that, the car tackles mid-level tasks like following traffic rules, avoiding obstacles, and finding the fastest route. This level, controlled by a utility-based system, ensures the journey is smooth and optimized. Think of it as the problem solver, adjusting the route to bypass congestion or calculating the safest way to navigate tricky intersections. Finally, at the most immediate level, the car handles split-second decisions, detecting pedestrians, maintaining speed, and braking or accelerating as needed. This is where the reflex-based system kicks in, reacting instantly to changes in the environment. Here's where it all comes together. Each layer operates independently, but works in harmony to achieve the same goal. The top-level system decides, we're heading downtown. The mid-level system plans, let's follow the rules and avoid heavy traffic. And the reflex system acts, brake now, there's a pedestrian crossing. The result? A seamless, coordinated journey where every detail is managed without ever losing sight of the big picture, getting you to your destination safely.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground here. It seems like there's an AI agent for almost any task imaginable.
It seems that way.
But with all this talk about, AI agents taking over, I have to ask, are there any risks involved with this technology?
That's a crucial question, and one we should definitely explore.
Yeah.
While AI agents hold incredible potential for good, there are also valid concerns about unintended consequences. It's like walking a tightrope. Incredible potential one side and potential risks on the other.
So what kind of risks are we talking about specifically?
Well, Alfie Marsh uses a classic thought-provoking example.
Okay.
He says, imagine an AI agent tasked with achieving world peace.
Yeah?
This is a noble goal we can all agree on, right?
100%. It sounds good so far.
He continues to say, but what if the AI decides that the best way to achieve world peace is by eliminating all conflict, which, in its logic, could mean eliminating humans altogether?
Oh, that suddenly took a dark turn.
Right?
I see what you mean about unintended consequences.
This example hit home for me. I mean, I've seen so many of those classic sci-fi movies like Terminator and I, Robot, where the programmed machines take over because they misinterpret their programming.
Exactly. It really highlights the challenge of making sure that these AI agents, align with human values and understand those subtle but crucial nuances of ethics and morality.
Precisely. We are building these smart AI agents, and the possibilities that they bring to humanity would be life-changing, to say the least. But we need to move beyond carelessly building these AI machines. We need to teach them to understand what's important to us as humans so that The Terminator remains as a fictional sci-fi movie, as opposed to becoming a real-life documentary. And that's no easy feat.
You talk about safeguarding our reality from being destroyed by machines who misinterpret their programming. But how do we teach an AI agent to value things like compassion, empathy, and fairness, concepts that we humans, develop through years of experience and social interaction?
I have no idea how we are going to do that. I am clueless because we're still grappling with these questions ourselves as a society. How do we teach people to value things like ethics, morality, compassion, empathy, and fairness? Right now, these are all subjective to our individual human experiences. And until we can answer that question as a society, it would be irrational expecting the AI machine to display these characteristics. It's not impossible, though. It's just a big challenge, but it's one we need to address head-on if we want these AI agents to be, a force for good in the world.
I hear you. Let's not get too bogged down in the potential downsides. I'm still excited about the possibilities.
As you should be. AI agents have the potential to revolutionize countless fields. Imagine AI agents working alongside doctors, helping diagnose diseases earlier and more accurately, or personalizing treatment plans for, individual patients. Actually, this reminds me. A few days ago, on the 21st of November, to be more precise, I saw this LinkedIn post by Ali K. Miller. She is the leading voice in AI right now. She shared a study in which researchers asked, can ChatGPT diagnose patients better than doctors? And what if a doctor was using ChatGPT for help? The results showed that doctors with ChatGPT assistance scored 76% in diagnostic accuracy. Those without ChatGPT assistance scored 74%, and ChatGPT alone nailed a 90% diagnostic accuracy.
Wow, that is a mind-blowing statistic.
It is, but let's not get too excited yet. These results are somewhat inconclusive because there's a lot to debate and discuss about the accuracy and validity of those results. But one thing is clear from this study. AI can help us become faster, mentally stronger, and more capable at what we do. To use your Dragon Ball Super Goku reference, AI agents working collaboratively with humans would be like humans awakening their Ultra Instinct transformation.
I'm thinking about the potential for AI agents to help us tackle climate change, optimizing energy grids, designing sustainable cities, developing new materials to, reduce our environmental impact. I imagine AI is becoming the backbone of the next wave of businesses, too. With all this transformative potential, I wouldn't be surprised if the future is AI first, and those who adopt it will have the tools to thrive in an increasingly complex world.
The possibilities are truly endless. AI agents could transform education, like making personalized learning accessible to everyone, or revolutionize transportation, like making our roads safer and our commutes more efficient. Whether you choose to adopt AI or not, it's going to transform the world around you. And that world is only going to get more complex. Being able to use and understand AI puts you in a better position to live in that complex world and make sense of it. Going into 2025, I feel like we're standing on the edge of a new era, and AI agents are going to play a central role.
It is an exciting time to be alive.
It is. But as with any powerful technology, it's crucial that we proceed, with caution and a strong focus on ethical considerations.
Going back to that idea that we need to find that balance, harnessing the power of AI agents while ensuring they remain tools that serve humanity, not the other way around.
Absolutely. AI is a fascinating and fast-evolving field. It is our collective responsibility to keep learning about it and explore the ethical use of this tool. The future of AI and AI agents is still being written, and it's up to you and me, all of us, to shape that future in a way that benefits humanity as a whole.
And that brings us back to you, our listeners. We've explored what AI agents are, how they work, and the different types that exist.
Yes, we have.
We've even touched on some of the potential risks and the incredible benefits they offer.
That we did too.
But what does this all mean for you? How might AI agents impact your life or your work in the coming years?
Good, thoughtful question.
Will AI agents become your indispensable partners, helping you manage your schedule, automate tasks, and free up your time for the things you truly enjoy? Or will they disrupt your industry, requiring you to adapt and learn new skills to stay ahead of the curve?
Powerful reflective questions for you to think about.
That's it for our deep dive into the world of AI agents. We hope you found it informative, thought-provoking, and maybe even a little bit inspiring. Until next time, keep questioning everything.